Someone who I've grown up with, who actually we used to live together in my family's home in the Bay Area. It's so shocking. I get kind of emotional. So he was arrested today, Thursday, and Variety confirmed as well that he was not set to be part of season 33.
Hey, it's the Turnbuckle King here. We here at the locker room. It is Toxic Ring Scandal, aka KDH. We're here to talk about Artem proves his innocence. Artem Chigvintsev, if I said it right, lawyer claims he was not primary aggressor in incident. You guys get the likes of as we come into the locker room. And as usual, we go to Air Day Laundry on this one. Now, there's an update on Artem. It said he was not the primary aggressor. This proves here with the statement here that says that we could focus on negotiating a shared 50-50 custody schedule. So Artem is doing his thing. It says we can now, fortunately, Artem has been able to spend time with Matteo almost every day since the 8/29/2024 incident. His attorney said that in a statement to U.S. Weekly, he is very dedicated, interactive, nurturing, and loving parent. My understanding of the facts surrounding the 8/29 incident that led me to believe that Artem was not the primary aggressor. I believe that to be true, even if the burden of proof would be of evidence, which is standard of proof in family court. He was protect himself and Matteo. And it says that added that he has strong support group of loving family and friends by his side, which is a challenging time as he navigates through his divorce from Nikki Garcia, aka Nikki Bella. Let's see what else they have to say. He says, I am confident he will move forward from the situation with strength and dignity. Artem is fully committed to fostering a positive co-parenting relationship with his ex. Statement continued. Divorce is not easy, but once custody is settled, the remaining issues tend to be less emotionally charged and easier to dissolve. Now, last month he was arrested, for the incident. It said that he had, according to the code, it pertains to an individual who has injured a spouse, cohabitant, or fellow parent. Bail was set for $25,000, and Artem was released that afternoon. But it was unclear if Garcia at the time was involved in the incident. Of course, it involved his son. And then, of course, after that, he now says here, weeks after news of the divorce, the Napa County District Attorney announced that Artem was not being charged with the DV. The following day, he broke his silence about his arrest of his ongoing divorce. Then it just said statement that Artem made, I am incredibly relieved and grateful that the DV charges against me have been dropped. The dancer wrote in a statement shared via his Instagram story, this has been an extremely difficult time for me. I am thankful that the truth has prevailed. So am I. And here's the thing, Artem, he gets to be with his son now. We know that this was a lot for him. We know Artem was going through a lot through this whole situation. Now we know he gets to be with his son. He really proved his innocence. And I said it before, Artem is not guilty. He ain't guilty. Now, I'm not saying if he did put his hands on Nikki, he probably did to protect himself from Matteo. That's what it proved. But this just proves that, of course, he was not the primary aggressor. In the words of, I know it's controversial, this man may be locked up, but in the words of R. Kelly, not guilty. He's definitely not guilty in the situation. And not only is he not guilty, I remember there was a video by his fellow Dancing with the Stars alumni, Cheryl Burke. She claimed his stake in this whole situation. She actually made that statement, on a podcast, and she said that Artem, she didn't see him doing anything of that behavior. If you guys remember,
someone who I've grown up with, who actually we used to live together in my family's home in the Bay Area. It's so shocking. I get kind of emotional. So he was arrested today, Thursday, and Variety confirmed as well that he was not set to be part of season 33. My heart goes out to everyone involved. It's just really hard for me because he was my family, and I don't know what to say here other than I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, we hope everyone is safe, and obviously more details will be coming forward, and we'll learn what happened in the situation, and we just have to really take a deep breath and realize that,
domestic violence is serious.
It's so serious, and we just hope everyone is okay.
Exactly. I just hope his kid's okay. I hope everyone, his wife, this is kind of shocking still for me. But
understood, because you guys are coworkers, you're friends, and longtime friends. It still impacts everyone involved with the show who has known him for a long time and worked with him for a long time.
This domestic violence in Artem that's why it's so shocking.
It's a lot to process.
So if you guys remember that clip there, Cheryl Burke, she known him for years. She even knew that didn't sound like Artem to have this kind of behavior, and it turned out she was right. He is not guilty. Now, and I've been saying it before too, that Artem he's the one that called the police on Nikki, not Nikki calling police on him. I know you guys in my comment section was defending Nikki, sticking up for her, thinking she could do no wrong, treating her like she's the ultimate victim. And I remember you guys' comments. Trust me, I've been watching. If you guys remember, one person said here, Nikki is the victim. Article left. Throwing the shoe is a felony assault. There's no excuse for what he did. He says as a man, he should have left, walked away. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but you don't get a felony charge for no reason. Artem isn't a victim. Whatever. She threw a shoe or didn't. IMO stopped mattering when he, of course, her. There's no justifying a felony assault. And that's from Jonathan Hardy, 5073. And we had another comment here from Gabriela Munez. It said, this is dumb, blame, victim as always, go Nikki. Then we have another comment here from Chris Ruth. It says, even if Nikki has a bad temper, there's zero justification for hitting her. I don't care what his excuses, no justification, period. Now, my question is, what do you guys have to say now? Because as I said before, said again, Artem is not guilty. Let's see you same people that was sticking up for Nikki, caping for her, thinking she could do no wrong. She was the victim. Let's see what you guys in my comment section have to say now, because I challenge any of you guys to come at me. I want to hear what you guys say, because I'm going to come back just like Darth Vader did. Emperor strikes back. I dare you. But this shows that Nikki Bella was the physical one in this whole situation. It really proves that. And I said that before. I showed you guys videos of when she spilled the drink in John Cena's face when they was playing that game on the reality show. I showed you that in the tape for the 911 call that she was the one who threw shoes at Artem. But you guys steady want to stick up for Nikki, thought she was no wrong. And I told you this woman had a history of issues. This is not just Artem. It just came out of nowhere like he's Randy Orton. No. Nikki was clearly the problem the whole time. And it proves that Arthur did not start this whole incident. It just don't. So this is sad, though, but I hope they do come to an understanding and co-parent, and of course do what's best for their son, which is Matteo, who's only 4 years old. But I told you guys that he don't seem like a guy that will act like this way. But this just proves that men needs to have more self-awareness. Whatever situation is, men, unfortunately these days, in this day and time, get yourself a recorder, record the woman at all costs, have cameras in your home or apartment, wherever you stay in. If you have to, get a body cam, because these women proves that these women will lie on you and try and make you seem like you are an evil and bad person, but you're really not. You're just trying to protect yourself at all costs. And if you have children, protect them too, just like Artem did. And one thing I will say, I said, one of my earlier videos, don't get married. That's the number one rule. I have another rule for Artem. Whatever you do, don't go back to Nikki Bella. I hope he does not make a dumb move by going back to her. After everything she's put you through, after all the trauma, after, you know, you being arrested and then putting your name out there may seem like you were an evil person. Don't go back to this woman. It's no good at all. So hopefully, like I said, for the child's sake, they have a good co-parent relationship. They do what's best for the child, because at this point, there's no relationship anymore between Artem and Nikki. It's done. The divorce is still, you know, going on. Just focus on your son, and Artem focus on himself. Nikki, you definitely focus on yourself. Now, there's more news regarding this. I told you guys more dirty laundry. And also, Nikki, you're no good. Just want to notate that too. Brie Bella made a statement, and she said that Nikki Garcia, sister Brie, alludes to lies and charges dropped in Artem case. Let's see what Brie has to say, because she had a lot to say lately. She shared a cryptic message after prosecutors did not charge Artem following his DV arrest. It says here that she's making her feelings known. As prosecutors declined to file DV charge against Artem, she shared a message, and it says the truth always comes out in the end, and read the graphic Brie posted on her September 25th Instagram story. No matter how hard anyone's trying to hide or stop it, lies are just a temporary delay to the inevitable. On the graphic, it said it was credited to narcissistic personality disorder. Mother Facebook resource page. Brie added a GIF, which read loading. Now, I understand that Brie Bella is looking out for her sister and her nephew in that case. I understand she wants everybody to be safe. I understand all of that, and I know Brie Bella means well, but at the end of the day, Brie Bella, this is Nikki's situation, not yours. So what I'm saying, you need to mind your own business and focus on your own husband, which is Bryan Danielson, the current AEW World Champion. You know, you have 2 kids with him, a son and a daughter. I think Brie needs to stick her nose out of it, because this clearly has nothing to do with her. Let Nikki focus on her stuff, because Nikki was the one who decided to marry Artem, not you. Because, you know, she also made a statement saying, well, it was under her influence for Nikki to divorce Artem. You know, I get all of that. She saw that the relationship was no good from the get-go, because we clearly stated, as I stated before, that Nikki Bella was never over John Cena. Definitely true, but at the same time, Brie Bella, mind your own business, focus on you, focus on your husband and the rest of your family. Don't worry about Nikki so much anymore. You know, just focus on what's important. And I think everyone sticks minds in their own business and does what's right and try to be civil. There will be no more situations, at least hopefully. And that's all I have regarding Artem Chigvintsev, or Artem. Lawyer claims that he was not the primary aggressor in the incident, and this is when Artem proved his innocence. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think Artem is right to be having the charges dropped? Are you guys team Artem now, or are you guys still with that victim mentality, still want to stick up for Nikki? Either way, I would like to hear what you guys have to say. Soon 2 videos will pop up below. You guys click the links below. Other than that, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It is OUT.
Me and Chris Benoit basically all started together, pretty much. You started a little bit earlier.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But they pushed me to the moon, and they held you guys back. And we all started at the same time. We were wrestling each other. We were getting each other over, putting each other over. And I thought we were all going to kind of come up together. And it was like, you guys stayed behind. And it was like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, we definitely had to work harder, because you already said it, Kurt. You already know the answer is that you were a WWE guy.